Welcome to another episode of Cut to the Chase. Today I'm going to show you how to use Photoshop to create pictures with custom dimensions. Now, why do you need it? So, imagine that you want to take passport size pictures. Your local photo print shops, they usually provide you with fixed dimensions, for example, like 8 inch by 10 inch. And the problem comes that it won't be possible for you to automatically generate pictures with custom dimensions directly from those photo print shops. Let's see how we can do that. So this is my Photoshop. It's a fairly old version, but any new version should also have a very similar set of tools. First of all, you need to create a new picture. So here you can configure that directly from the interface. Just for the ease of explaining this, I'll stick to 5x4 image. So that would be 4 for width and 5 for height. So this will give us a blank image. So now let's see how we can assemble our image. So for that you need to create another new image here. So here you can specify the custom dimension that you need. So you can click here to see both of them side by side. So this will be your 35 mm by 45 mm, and this will be your traditional 4 by 5 image. And now you just need to import an existing image over here. So how do you do that? You can just directly open that image that you need, and this would do for us. All right, so now you want to bring this image over here. So how do you do that? So for that, you can just directly click on the image, hit Control A. So now you can see a set of dotted lines moving around the image. So this means that this has selected the entire image. And now you can press this button over here. This is called a move tool. You can either hit V or just press on it. Then click on this image one more time and then hit Control C. So this will just copy the layer that you just selected. And now you can go back to your image over here. So this is your custom dimension photo where you need the image in 35 mm by 45 mm. And you can just hit Control V, which will paste this layer. You can just expand this view, and now you can see that your layer is actually larger than the image that you just copied in. So how can you expand that? To expand, you can just hit Control T, and now we can see that you can resize it, stretch it across, vertically or horizontally or diagonally. You should press on Shift and then press on one of these diagonals and then drag it up. So this will expand the image, but it will be in proportion so that it won't get stretched out or look weird. So this would do. So now I have placed the image. You can just hit enter. You can see that this image is now imported as a separate layer over here. The white space that you saw earlier, this is a separate layer. So now you have to merge these two layers together. So that's simple. Just double click on the background and you should be able to see something like this. So this will unlock your layer and then assign it with layer 0 value. Hit OK. And now you can just select these two layers and then merge them together. So now you have a single layer, so there's no white background or a picture in front. So now, similar to how you drag and drop your imported picture to your custom dimension workspace, you can just hit Control A and then copy this to your photo dimensions, which is 4 by 5 in our case. So again, just click on the image, hit Control A, and you should be able to see the dotted moving lines. And from there, just hit Control C, press on the other workspace, which is representing your photo dimension that you need, and then hit Control V. And now you can clearly see how does a 35 mm by 45 mm picture look inside a 4 by 5 image. So you can just drag and then place it however you need. Now, if you need multiple layers of such, you can just keep on hitting Control V and then place them as you please. So now when you go to your local photo print shop and print this out, then you should be able to see your photo just like this. So it will have a bunch of white space over here and you should be able to see 4 different copies of your 35 mm by 45 mm image inside it. So of course you cannot go ahead with the Photoshop file to your local photo store. So for that you need to export that to a JPEG or PNG. So how do you do that? Just hit Control S so that you save your image. You should be able to see a window like this. From there, in the drop down, you can select the format that you need. So mostly JPEG is a format that most of the photo print shops support. So you can select that and hit save. Now you should be able to see another window which is asking the quality that the image should preserve. I would personally recommend a quality 8, which is the default value of Photoshop. This would be more than enough for you to print your pictures. And that's it. So now you have your JPEG image. Now, when you print your 4 by 5 image from a printer from your local shop, you should be able to see the photo getting printed exactly like this. But most importantly, you'll have multiple copies of your custom image inside a single print. So if you feel like this video was informational for you, then feel free to like and subscribe. And if you think that someone else can also make use of this information, then feel free to share as well. Thanks and Merry Christmas. Peace.